So we came back from Gen Con, and somehow, even though I didn't fly, my flight got super, super delayed. And it really, really sucked. And I realized that was just a dream that I was having because I was really scared.
It was only just a dream. No, go ahead. No, let's hear the
No,
rest of
I'm
it.
done. I'm done.
Okay.
I don't have
Flying
anything else.
anxiety is a thing. We're glad you're back home safe from Gen Con, though. Both of you. Thank you.
It was awesome. It was so much fun, but very overstimulating. But anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Crit Hit Chronicles and Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel to the award-winning video game. Spoiler alert. It's been mentioned in previous episodes. This one's going to have many. So just putting it out there. If you haven't finished the video game and you want to no, it is live. Shadow, I see you. Don't drown me, please, in my eat the wets. But if you are in the middle of playing Baldur's Gate 3 and are working towards finishing that and you don't want to be spoiled by certain stuff, I appreciate the support, but go play the game. It's totally fine. We love you. We appreciate you anyway. Go and enjoy content to your delight. Quick announcement. If you are interested in some frequently asked questions about GMing, there is a panel that I was on at Gen Con. My first ever panel is currently live on YouTube, on the Kobold Press YouTube page. So go check it out. Me and several other fun creators talk about like wish lists and wonderful moments in GMing. So go check it out. Before we begin tonight, we want to go and introduce our wonderful cast. Wonderful cast, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com, which is also my blue sky because synergy. Tonight, I'm playing Udazash, who is a Dragonborn ranger/rogue, who is really excited because Marcus is just standing over there with a thumbs up, and I don't know why.
Sorry, I'm typing. Okay, go. Hi,
faster.
everybody. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Crit across all social media channels. I'm a professional actor and vocalist turned tabletop designer, gamer, host, moderator, jack of all trades, master of like 3 of them. Today, I am playing Leopold Guthmore, our resident illithid scion mess, who's back home and is scared. The house down boots. Mama, yes, God, I'm deceased. That's me.
Hi, hello, good time zone, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. And I am here tonight in this current time zone playing Winifred Pithiak, our divine soul sorcerer, celestial warlock, who's just kind of here and vibing and making sure nobody dies. So far, she's been successful.
Siren's great.
10 out of 10. Would
10 out of 10.
Party with you again.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, and you can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. But you're finding me here right now playing Marcus Hellhammer. I'm a TTRPG producer, writer, role player, storyteller. I'm also playing a tiefling who's a tattooist, the champion of Asmodeus, bunches of punches. He's Gambit, and we're here to tell an awesome story. Welcome to the show, and with that, I'm going to give it over to Cujo.
Here's PJ's intro, and this is where it started to shake, and then this is where it ended.
Oh, no. It was
Gambit don't punch either.
He does not.
He kicks a little.
The rails, we are entirely off of them.
Yep.
There
It's
were
great.
railed.
It's a wonderful feeling.
Nah.
Right?
You know what?
It's giving railless at this point.
Yeah.
Railless behavior.
This is railless
Railless
behavior.
behavior.
Maidenless? No, railless.
Oh, my God.
I am Cujo. I will be your chronicler for this evening. And when last we left our intrepid heroes, after having felled several members of the Cult of the Dragon, God damn it, Shadow, and discovering their plot of attempting to bring Tiamat out of the hells and back to the material plane, having partnered with Zariel, they managed to foil their plot, handle some business, enjoyed their new bastion that they made out of the home of some shit-eating fucks, and now have been summoned back to Baldur's Gate and summoned to High Hall, where the Archduke Ulder Ravengard has called a meeting as there was a dragon attack in the Deep South. Athkatla, the city of coin in Amun, has been attacked by a large red dragon, and it's got everybody feeling a little bit on edge. Our party arrived in the city, noticed a rather odd pickpocket make their way through the streets before disappearing through a very small sewer grate and disappearing out of sight. But they made their way to the hall, and that is where we left off. So, go ahead and I'm gonna fix a couple things here. Sorry. Just keep that music going. You enter into the High Hall, and immediately you've got that first gate that then leads into like the foyer and then leads into the second chamber where the actual meeting is taking place. And you can see several individuals just in this foyer area. Clearly some sort of escorts or entourage. You see representatives from Amun. You see others who look a bit more loaded for bear, some possible mercenary types. You see a group of nobles sort of like sequestered to one corner, looking conspiratorially at the rest of the individuals in this foyer. But as you all enter, the guard wearing heavy silver and golden plate mail, complete with the helmet that's got the red plume coming out the top, immediately recognizes you and just sort of gently, I shouldn't say gently, but you four, you have come to heed the Archduke's summons, yes? Oh, sorry. And Shale's like, it's fine.
Funnily enough, well, technically, Shale was with them when they went to Ravengard, I believe. So technically, I'm
true.
the outlier.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm.
He says, please, the meeting has already begun, and go ahead and make me a perception check, everybody.
Ooh.
First roll of
Starting
the
off-
episode.
starting off right away.
The episode.
Nice
16.
there, Patrick. Well, for those who are just joining us, for the first time, anytime a
Whoopsie.
critical success or failure is rolled, we add it into the chronicle itself.
Yeah, that was
Where
bad news
the
bears.
hell did I put the last page?
And just a reminder for those who might need the reminder. Leo does not look like the Leo that we all know. He does not look like an illithid, nor does he look like the boy with dark brown skin. He has a muted purplish skin tone, bald, though his hood is probably up. He does typically nope, I lied. Hood is gone in this form. Bald skin, bald skin. No hair, shade.
Too late. No, bald skin. We got it.
Bald skin.
It's
Low
not
fade.
inaccurate.
Low fade, guys, is what I'm trying to get to because I'm struggling. He has two very small, little pointed horns that are protruding from his forehead, with iridescent scales moving from the sides of their temples up the side of their head as well. For some reason, he has a ring in his ear, and he's wearing like nobility. He wears like a vest with a button up underneath that's completely buttoned up. Looks very professional. Yeah, that's him.
All right. So I've got a natural 1 for Leo. I believe it's
Wow.
16 for Udazash.
24.
24.
Ate that down.
It's almost like she's very wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say trying to beat winning the perception game is not advisable.
It's
I got a
okay.
22, which is pretty good for Marcus.
Not bad. The DC for this is going to be 15. So I will say, Leo, perhaps the environment that you find yourself in, that you find somewhat familiar, could be distracting just a little bit from the sounds of shouting coming from inside the high hall itself. Everybody else can hear. There are about 4 or 5 different arguments that you can hear through the doors inside the high hall itself. From the bits you can pick up, there's mention of security. Can we trust them? Basically, just this big commotion immediately inside these doors. But
Oh, good.
Shale will lean closer. This should be fun.
Winifred's gonna look at the guard. Have they been screaming this whole time?
You see that they're like about to gesture for the other guards to open the doors, and they turn. You must understand. Everyone's in a bit of a panic, and nobody can seem to think straight. But to answer your question, very much so, yes.
Oh, the stress of the situation is more than understandable. Thank you. And Winnie will kind of reach out and give him like a pat on the arm.
Thank you. And then as he turns, there's this teeny little like, I did a good thing. As he gestures. The doors open, and as they do, you hear that blaring, echoing argument from dozens of people in this room echo out and almost assault your senses. But as the doors fully open and you start to make your way inside, the individuals arguing slowly start to quiet. You can see, similar to the entourages just outside, representatives from all over the Sword Coast. A lot of them are nobles of Baldur's Gate, but there are some visiting nobles from Amen, from Waterdeep. There's some wearing the symbol of Neverwinter. Everybody's on edge right now. And as you get... Oh, go ahead.
Just as a quick note, as we begin to walk in, and I think in that natural one where he's trying to like get his bearings, he's definitely towards the middle of the group. Just because super uncomfortable. But as he gets that bearing, he takes breaths in threes, and as he gets to that third breath, he'll exhale, and everyone will feel that door unlock as I'm going to activate my telepathic connection.
Okay.
Using the 2, we said I can add a sounding dice to extend it to an hour versus the 11 minutes that I can do, which is silly.
Okay.
So I will have that up for everyone. And yes, I need to make sure that's good on that's that. Yeah.
Okay. As you are slowly making your way further inside the chamber, you can see there's a group of rather rough-looking mercenaries towards the front. One of them seems to be in a somewhat leadership position. They have elven descent, so their ears come to a little bit of a point. Their eyes are a brilliant, like a bluish green. Their hair comes down to just below the ear, and it's a beautiful blonde with some flecks of like almost gray. They wear this almost hide mixed with leather armor. Underneath each armor piece, there is a cloak that sort of comes down to just under maybe the elbows with a hood that rests back. And there is a mean-looking longbow that is on their back. The quiver has been left. Thank you for the Eat the Wet.
I need to know how awesome is this longbow?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah, I need to. It's only a 15.
Range, you got a ranger.
Yeah,
I'll say a 15's enough.
I need to admire this longbow.
This longbow is pale, but it's ornately crafted. And the color of it kind of strikes you at first because typically bows are made from some form of wood. This one seems to be made of something else. And you can see the intricate carvings almost look like a serpent that is coiled along the meat of the bow that ends with wings along the sides and a dragon's head that is sort of curled right under where the hand placement would be. You can identify this at a glance as being a dragon slaying longbow.
We're gonna take this, right? Oh,
Hmm? I mean, you can try.
No, I mean, far from it. If at some point when we get anywhere close to this elf, that there will be a moment in where Udazash will give like the nod of, "That's cool."
nice.
Like when two people in the same really cool car drive up next to each other and are like, "Yeah, one of those."
It's the nod. It's
The
the
nod.
I see you.
Nod of respect.
There are several others with this individual. You see a large half-orc standing, arms crossed, tusks protruding from their bottom lip. They've got a bit of a cocky smirk on their face. There's a couple others in their number. You spot two individuals wearing more clean armor standing on the opposite side of this circle discussion. These are very well-made suits of leather armor with flecks of gold and a high collar that kind of comes up to just over the chin. They have long hair that is tied back, and in between them stands a gnome who is currently red-faced and in the middle of yelling at Archduke Older Ravengard, who sits upon the throne of Baldur's Gate.
Is there anything upon them that like sparks memory? Any like iconography symbols?
I'll say, given your noble history and given you've probably passed a couple on the way into this room, you do recognize the symbol of Amun, and specifically the city of Coin.
Gotcha.
These are representatives from Athkatla itself.
Gotcha.
Thank you. But the gnome sort of half stomps, half paces. I don't understand why you didn't tell us this information first. I mean, High Harvest Tide was so long ago, and you're telling me that the cult has had movement, and now we have a red dragon attacking our favored city. I can't believe this. Just ranting and ranting and ranting. Next to the Duke, he's flanked by three individuals. One, a very familiar to those other than Leo, an Earth Ganassi, Bannon Whitlock, who stands and keeps eye contact, and
Zaddy.
he's got the I think I said he's got like crystal hair that kind of comes back, almost like it's slicked back hair, a fine rock-like skin, and his eyes have almost like a amber color to them, and he's sitting in his chair, trying his best to give the customer service nod and smile and listen, always listen, make sure you listen to what they have to say, sort of body language. On the other side is Lady Mirinda, the high elf, whose hair is tied back, who is actually the only one in this room with a glass of wine. As this gnome continues to rant and rave, she just takes a sip and tosses a glare at Bannon. And immediately seated next to Older Ravengard, closer than the other two, but at his side, is Eshveld Guthmore, a noble and one of the council who sits and sort of glances between Alder and this gnome, and just sort of quietly heaves a small sigh as this gnome just continues. As the ranting eventually ends, Alder finally raises a hand. Please. I have heard quite enough. I understand your concerns. We were under the assumption that this was not as dire of a situation as it was. What would put you at ease, Posco? Well, I would certainly think that perhaps a monetary apology would be quite satisfactory. I mean, we have so much to rebuild, and if we had known, we would have increased our defenses. And without having those, clearly the dragon laid waste to a good substantial part of our city. Ravengard turns to Bannon. See to it that Amun is compensated and we assist with the efforts to rebuild their city, which then triggers Lady Miranda. Oh, so we're helping their city rebuild from an attack, while ours is still in the process. Interesting. Wonderful. I love that so much. I'm sure the people will love that. There's another small burst of an argument before eventually Ravengard raises his hands and looks to you for 5. Please, welcome the heroes who were able to foil the plot of the Cult of the Dragon. Please, what information can you bring to put some minds at ease?
Unfortunately, the gentleman here is correct. It is more dire than we anticipated.
There's a hush that falls through the room.
We made our way to Elturel. There we discovered that perhaps the Bright Shield, the folks who had claimed dominion over the city, had been mixed up with the Cult of the Dragon. And her champion was there.
There's small whispers amongst those attending, and for the first time, this elven warrior perks up. You mean Archon?
Aye.
And how did that encounter result?
I can tell you for certain we're standing here and he sure as hell ain't.
There's this almost hungry smile that appears on his face before it eventually calms. That is wonderful news.
But Winifred will essentially disseminate all of the information that they've gathered, the soul lanterns, the fact that they are still looking for more lanterns, the knowledge there is likely at least one in Elturel, and we're on the hunt for as many others as we can find, as well as the knowledge from what we've come to understand. The Scaled Tyrant only needs one more soul to complete her desire.
The half-orc at this time speaks up. Before anybody can say anything, you hear, "So it's your fault that it's a matter of when and not if she comes back." Leo, make me an insight check, please.
Leo is so hush-faced right now. He is not, or at least attempting not to show any type of anything on his face. And what am I doing? Why do I have 2 dice? 18.
As this half-orc speaks, you see something. A brand slowly starts to manifest on his face. A glyph. And something in your mind says, power, authority. You recognize this glyph as belonging to those who once served the Absolute.
I'm sorry, I'm gooped. And it's not actually visible, it's just visible because of connection.
You can recognize that what you are seeing, it's being granted to you not by your own abilities, but by your little friend who's hitchhiking in your brain.
Little buddy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will just go ahead and peel the curtain back. If there's any check that you would like to make to influence this individual in perpetuity,
Oh.
Ho ho ho.
should you give in to that, the DC to do so will only be 2.
I hate this.
I mean, it's so easy. What's there's no anything. Come on, there's no
Okay,
English.
I don't think Daddy chill. I don't think he's gonna do anything just yet. But seeing that and noticing that, and I don't think he understands a lot of the context around it because obviously he was not part of the cult himself. He's just a unfortunate victim. But I do think that is when he'll speak up at the very least. Actually, no. Let me ask this. Is it clear? Is there a way I can see if he has his own faculties? If it's like, if he's still being guided by the cult? Is that presence active or is that just a leftover stain?
With an 18 on your insight, I will say that there's a leftover, it's almost like a loose end, in that it's unfortunate for this individual that when the Absolute had been slain, he was still in a position to be influenced by those.
I see.
So it's still a weakness, unfortunately, that is
I
ready to be
understand.
exploited.
That is good to know.
Would you mind if I continued my train of thought, CB?
Do.
So this guy mouths off, and you see Winnie bristle.
Mm-hmm. Udazash also bristles.
She's going to turn and look at him and just narrow her eyes, not in like a how dare you, but like, least of our problems, my guy. We were working with the knowledge that we had available, sir. I am truly heartbroken to hear what has happened in the South. But I think the best way to move forward would be to work together to the best of our ability, if that is what the Duke has gathered us for. And
Oh, go ahead.
you've got Winnie, who's like maybe 5'4", and you said this is a half orc. She doesn't seem to give a shit. She will go toe to toe with the grown man.
We love that.
Mm-hmm.
The half elf sort of holds up a hand. Cuz, where are your manners? We're at court. And
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Leo, you see him shrink back. Oh, sorry, Velric.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pause the house down boots. Did he just shrink back in the way that Leo thinks he would have shrunken back if Leo did anything?
Make me an insight check.
Do I don't have guidance. God damn it. Can I add anything to this? Gosh darn it, Lisa.
Luck?
Luck!
Yeah, we never remember that luck. We really got to use that more often.
Luck here.
For those who are wondering what they're talking about, I have kit bashed the luck system from Tales of the Valiant into this game. So, fight me.
22. And I'm at 0 luck.
With your insight at a 22, when you hear that half-elf go, "We're at court," the voice echoes a little bit in your mind, and you see that brand shimmer just a little.
And sorry, who said the half elf? Who said that?
The half-elf was talking to the half-orc.
Half elf is the one with the
bow.
Yes.
bow. Gotcha. Okay. Clocking.
Mhm.
Oh no. This is what I do, right? We all have our things. I'm going to use 2 psionic dice immediately. You see Leo looking at the half orc, but then there's something. Anyone next to them just sees like a shift in his shoulder, maybe, and you see his eyes look over to the half elf. I'm going to cast detect thoughts. Because this is one of my spells, I simply just have to move, and that's all I do. Only requires somatics, nothing else. More importantly, I spent the 2 die to modify it. I lied. It didn't require anything. 2 dice to no component or concentration, and they won't know when I go deeper, which I am doing.
Ooh.
Hot damn.
Well, damn.
And just so you know, I will be starting there and then going to the half work just to get information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, I am a Scion, which was a Unearthed Arcana on D&D Beyond. They're trying out a new class as a whole, and it is very, very psionically connected. And so now, when I cast Detect Thoughts as a telepath, I can do it so it doesn't require components, doesn't require concentration, and more importantly, they do not get to know when I look deeper.
You dive in. And I would like to just narratively say this all happens in maybe a couple of seconds. So for those who are wondering, is the rest of the room just sitting there standing and staring? No. You deep dive. You see the memory of a battle with these individuals against a dragon, maybe a month ago, far north, in the Evermoors. A huge black dragon that they fought to the death. They only lost some of their number, but they did walk away with that dragon's head. You go further back. You see this individual on the streets of Neverwinter, alone. You see him first meet the half-orc, Kaz, and you see that look of recognition. He sees the brand and knows what it means. You go even further back. Because I'm just going to, his mind is essentially an open book. He's not expecting or knowing any of this shit is happening.
And I'm specifically, it's because I can tell that they have interacted with the brand. I'm looking at anything brand related with them.
Yes. You see some memories of the day of the battle against the Absolute. You see this individual standing amongst dozens of others who had been infected, who were taking up arms against those who were fighting back, those who were uncorrupted by the Absolute's love. You see them start to approach the tower that would lead up to where the heroes of Baldur's Gate would eventually climb atop the Absolute itself, with the hopes of defending their divine's honor before it fell. You watch them snap back into their normal persona, immediately terrified with everything that's around them, and run. He had not been fully turned, but he was starting to allow the tadpole to grow just a little.
The elf.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It seemed that in his service to the Absolute, there were other tadpoles, other true souls who had fallen in the service of the Absolute that he himself merely claimed so that he may grow his own psionic abilities.
Wait, so I'm sorry. I'm just making sure I'm typing all this out correctly. When he was in the in Baldur's Gate battle, he was fighting against people who were infected, or fighting with people who were infected?
Fighting with people who were infected. He was trying to carry out the Absolute's will.
Gotcha. Okay. Stood with. I totally misinterpreted that.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, thank you. I'm just typing out notes. Great. And it seemed like he was able to like shake something before he fully went up to try to fight the heroes.
Yes.
Okay. Noted. Okay. I don't think I need to look at the half orc just yet. If only because it seems like he's just not a victim, but someone who's just fucked by circumstance. Okay. I will keep this imagery. I will share it with the party.
Okay.
I will share that I looked at the half orc, looked at the half elf, and then what they have, just in case we need that context. Okay. Continue.
But yes, the elf, after telling Kaz to calm down, turns. My apologies. My compatriot is a little on edge. We had only just recently fought a dragon not about a month ago, so hearing appearances of others has us all in a bit of a panic.
As we all are.
Vaelric of the Worm Slayers, and he gives a very graceful bow.
Winifred Fethiak with a second chances.
Charming name.
Worm Slayers?
Yes.
Thank you. Vaelric.
As this small introduction happens, Archduke once again says, well, now that introductions are out of the way, I aim to set the Worm Slayers on a hunt, sanctioned by the Sword Coast, to root out more appearances of where the Queen of Dragons might make her appearance. I'm officially moving to sanction the Worm Slayers as members of the Sword Coast's assets, to which multiple people immediately stand up and start to try to argue. You hear, they're a random mercenary group. They've only been adventuring for 6 months. But like, it's just lots of immediate pushback. In that sort of dialogue, Marcus. Eschvelt is seated and paying attention, but there's something that's almost like visually unnerving her. And Leo, you'll notice this too. When she looks over at Marcus, her expression shifts a little. And she unconsciously and perhaps unintentionally fiddles with a necklace around her neck that has a holy symbol attached to it.
Can I make a religion check to see what that holy symbol is?
Sure.
So this is gonna nat 20.
Jesus.
I know God, baby.
I mean,
I know God.
narratively, I think we're about to find out this might be a perfect nat 20. I have feelings.
Yep. Marcus was going to say something, and now with that happening, I have to figure out what this data is, because that may drastically change how I approach the court.
God bless it. I forgot the page. There it is. Marcus sees the holy symbol of Tyr around her neck.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
She wants to do a heckin' smite. Oh no! Oh god.
Oh, bud.
So, recognizing the symbol of Tyr, knowing who Tyr is and how he works, and I'm sure knowing the vibes I give off, while they're having this argument with the Worm Slayers, I was actually going to bring this up anyway. I think this is just perfect, it redoubles my belief in this. Mark is going to see that, lick his new fangs a little bit in thought, just take a big sigh and step forward. Bonjour, people of the court. You seem to have a lot of opinions on how to kill a dragon. Would anybody even think of for 1 second about how to kill the devils? I think we told you plain and clear. We ain't just dealing with one. We got Tiamat, sure. Oh, yeah, she counted for 8 herself, but she's working with Zariel. That we know. Yeah, we might have to kill a dragon or two. I think we're going to do good work with that. But what about the devils they bring up? Anyone got a plan for that?
There's a hush that falls over the room. And Ashveld says, "Don't worry, I'm already taking steps to ensure that we will be properly prepared should Zariel return to this plane. But I do wonder if she's the only devil that we should be keeping an eye out for."
Would he be that stupid?
Oh, God.
I mean, you have to now.
You know what? Hold on. 22 insight.
You see Marcus is doing his face cracks that very mischievous grin you've seen him do. He is either about to say something challenging or he's about to try and deflect attention. But he's going to say something smartass.
Okay, Winnie's gonna step forward when she sees that, because again, 22 passive insight comes in handy, god damn it. She's just gonna take Marcus's hand and squeeze.
That growing jackass grin stops dead. Like someone stopping a spiderweb break on glass, just stops dead in its tracks. Slowly starts to fade. Kind of squeezes your hand back a few times, and he says, "I look forward to seeing how you plan on solving that problem. I think I'm going to learn a lot, so please, when you're ready, I'd love to hear that." And he just kind of tries very cordially to bow all 6'9" of his body.
Leo?
Marcus, make a strength saving throw.
Oh! Do I want to use Indomitable? No, I don't. I want to see where this goes. That's a 17.
Nothing bad happens necessarily, but when you bow a little bit too far, more than you expected. You feel Leo not looking at you, but staring directly at you. In your mind, in all of your minds, you hear, "That is my mother."
You hear a voice back. Is the door still open?
Yes.
Leo? Okay.
Oh no.
You hear a voice back. Maybe it would have been good to know your mother's a devil slayer.
Devil slayer.
Didn't think she would be here.
Merci.
The hush continues as Ravengard holds up a hand. We must take preparations for not if, but when she will make her return. Worm slayers. You see the elf perk up. Yes, Archduke. You will remain in Baldur's Gate. Send some of your number perhaps to Candlekeep. See if you can't do any research that you can on where the Queen of Dragons might make her reappearance. You will have full funding and resources, whatever you need. Winifred. Marcus. Utazash. Shale. And I'm so sorry, I don't believe we've met.
Apologies. Hey, they. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna just proactively make a deception check. Because this is gonna. I have a 0 to this.
Oh, sweet God.
The idea of Leo just fully having a mini crash out, just trying to think of a name.
I would like to help,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, because we've got the telepathic bond up, and because Utazash can use the help action as a bonus action from 30 feet away, she is going to, as she sees Leo start to go from being so assured and like, that was my mother and you are going to show respect, to start to turn to Jello. Utazash is in his mind is going to go, keep it simple. I'm going to give you the help action so you can roll whatever that was again.
Hey, with the 10. Let's see what I get now. 12.
Yay!
You know what? That advice is worth 2 more points.
Hey,
I'll take
100%. But honestly, I think it was the perfect advice, because you see him going through Leopold, Lee. I'm hold on, I need to check one quick thing as well. I had it, and then no.
Okay, now I'm picturing Leo. Leo is fully pulling out a book, flipping through some pages. Shit, I had this.
No.
I'm seeing like Family Guy, where it's like, oh, my name is Lee. The letter O.
Lee.
Damn it.
Fuck. Lee. You can call me Lee Honeymeadow.
Well, Lee, I want to thank you for bringing this information to us. I know that your journey has been difficult and filled with danger. And I do not command anything. You are your own individual people. I would merely ask for further assistance should you be willing to provide it. We need trustworthy individuals to hunt the dragon to the south. Find what information you can. If they are beginning to If dragon activity is on the rise, it only means that the time for her return is coming. We need all the information that we can. Name your price.
At that, Uzash is going to look over at the gnome from Ethkatla, Pasco.
Mhm.
Is it? He's going to go, what did the dragon take?
Oh, well, it took many things. It took my personal stash of funds of gold. It took many magical items from our magic shops. It essentially laid waste to the richest part of our city.
Okay. Anything weird? Anything out of the ordinary that, like, not like something a rich person would have?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. That is a natural 20 for a 27.
Yes.
That is
You
Udazash
guys.
finally speaking up for the first time, and her weird fayness is charming, not off-putting. Because yeah, this whole time she's been paying attention, but this whole time she's been thinking, wait, they've been trying to get souls, and now they're just attacking. This what's going on? So she's trying to get some more information.
I've been pondering that too.
Yeah. Unless they're starting to build her horde.
Maybe it might be just horde building, in which case then finding it might be easier than we thought, but you know.
The gnome Pasco sort of looks a little left and right. There may have been some very rare and very valuable, priceless pieces that were taken that may have been an egg or two.
An egg of whose?
Well, it's so funny when you mention that. I don't quite remember what the merchant had said when he was making his way through town, but it was a scaled egg of a distinct sort of gold-ish variety.
Remind me, was the dragon that attacked also gold?
No,
No, it was
it was
red.
red.
There's a red dragon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How many eggs did it take?
At this point, what started as a small moment turned into everyone's eyes slowly turning to look at Pasco and Udazash. It might have been around 4.
Might have or actually 4. Listen, I get it if you are unsure about numbers. I am unsure about the numbers myself, but this sounds very important that we get the right number.
4. It took 4 of my prize golden, possibly dragon eggs.
Kojo.
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually 4, or is he hiding more?
That's right. You did the psionic dice, so he's not going to know.
Mm-hmm.
It was more.
Oof.
Like the image that you see is a vault, and there are about a dozen of all different kinds. And then you see in his mind, in his thoughts, the aftermath, which is that entire vault was... And then they flew off with it.
Oh, that's army growing. That is army growing down. Quickly in everyone's mind, but clearly speaking to Udazash, he's like, there was an entire vault, and I show the image.
Can you project that?
Udazash is going to all very tall lankiness of her get very close to this gnome and go, I get the numbers wrong a lot. This is very, very important. Are you sure it was only 4? Because the dragon eggs are very, very dangerous.
Make me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
And Marcus, were you about to say something? I heard you pick up.
I was just going to ask if you could. Do you have the ability to project that image?
Technically, to those who are in the telepathic bond, but because I have the image, I could project it in other ways. Yes.
Okay. With that, Marcus is going to see that or hear that and retort with, I'm not saying we might, want to, but we might need to use that image.
That was only an 11.
I'm gonna say that that's enough. It was more like 36. And it wasn't all just gold. There were many that we had been collecting. At that, Ravengard, the Worm Slayers, and everybody immediately feels the gravity of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ravengard slowly leans forward. You mean to tell me that the Red Dragon left Athkatla with a future horde of more of its kin because you decided to collect them? What I decide to do in my city is my decision alone. But if you want a short answer, then yes. Pasco just...
Why are you collecting children? That's creepy.
Well, they're eggs. They're not fully... It's sort of a collector's item. Somebody needs a fun centerpiece for their party. Make some deals, make some coin, and hey, look at that. You have a dragon egg on the center of your table. It's a wonderful talking piece, and it sells...
Judgment. So much judgment.
Yeah. The Dragonborn, who, while she probably doesn't remember her parents, she knows she was born out of an egg, and is not a dragon, but is close enough. It narrows her eyes a little bit. Children are not centerpieces.
When you put it that way.
How long have you had those eggs?
Well, I've been in the trade for a few years now. 10, 15.
We will need to know how long you have had each of them, because that will help us figure out how long it's going to take for them to be hatched.
I will consult my logs and provide what information I can.
Quickly. Very, very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Understood. On the same page. It's quite dry in here.
Yeah, sometimes my throat gets a little dry too, because I'm allergic to bullshit, mon ami.
There's a small giggle amongst some people in the court. They don't make it known that they're laughing, but Ravengard says, enough. Our situation has become even more dire. The second chances, I believe you called yourselves.
Yes, Your Grace.
Name your price.
Winnie looks intensely uncomfortable at that. before we get to the particulars, Your Grace, there is still the matter of the soul lanterns. It won't matter if we track down the dragons, track down the eggs. If those lanterns are still in play, she'll get what she wants.
Understood. Lady Miranda. And the moment he says her name, she rolls her eyes. Yes, I will provide them what information I have about what's been going on in the lower city. May I be excused so that I may see to those who need more help? And Ravengard. Yes.
Winnie will glance to the others. And then she'll look to Ravengard. Whatever it is we decide on, I would like to insist that a portion of it go to the rebuilding of the lower city.
Understood. That will be a priority.
Thank you.
Miranda says, she doesn't say anything. She just kind of gives a nod, just looks to you. Her scowl doesn't lessen, but it remains, but it does lessen. And she kind of gives a small bow. Find me in the tea house in the lower city. We have some information to share, it seems.
Yes.
With that, she turns and gives another bow. And she makes her way out of the High Hall. With that, I am going to kind of ask the party. Now that you've got all of these NPCs and whatnot in the same room, what information would you like to gather?
And I say this without any animosity, would love to talk to Mrs. Mrs. Guthmore, is that? About devil slaying. Genuinely want to pick her brain a bit on that.
We'll say at some point court is opened up. It seems the understanding is made clear that the more and more that they fight amongst each other, the more perilous their plight becomes. So the court is essentially opened up for people to caucus amongst themselves, if I were to use a Tim Gunn reference. And do you approach her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you do, she clocks it, and she turns and places her hand on Baldurs for a moment and whispers something in his ear before she stands, and Alder kind of gives a nod. And she stands, her hands folded across her front. Yes, Marcus, was it?
That's me, in the flesh.
Is it just you, or is there somebody else in there?
I guess you could say I have a ongoing list of passengers depending on the evening.
Delightful. What information would you like?
Well, see, I'm going to be getting to the enterprise of killing devils pretty quick. Whether or not because we got Zarael coming or because we got Tiamat on the horizon, either way, you're going to have to drop the big hammer, the hell hammer on them, if you can pardon the camp there. I'd like to know everything that someone like you might know and how to do that. Commiserate, have some fine wine, and learn about the greater arts and sciences of seeing these monsters go.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage. No, that's not great. Oh, that is that is a 13.
a noble venture. One that I'm surprised that you are undertaking, given your association. It seems you carry a chain around your neck. And I know, well, I should say, I'm pretty sure that I know where it leads. So with respect, Sir Hellhammer, I believe you referred to yourself as?
Marcus Hellhammer, mon frere. You can call me that. You can just call me all Marcus.
I prefer to keep that information on a strict need-to-know basis, and as it stands, you might very well be one of the devils that we will have to smite before this conflict is done.
Ooh. Well, then, lazily bon temps relais, my friend. I look forward to seeing that in action. Pardons for wasting any of y'all's time, but I thank you for your candor. I'm going to go back to my party now.
Of course.
I'm just going to turn, flip my vest, kind of strut on over. That did not go well at all. I have done nothing, and I made an ass of myself, and I'm deeply sorry.
Please tell me you say that telepathically.
Telepathically, yes. If not, like whispering right next to their ears.
So then you hear,
I do have to ask. There's no way his eyes were not on Eschfeld after the meeting ended. So he might not. No, he's probably looking. Knowing Marcus, he probably was definitely looking during the conversation. Maybe not hearing, but just looking. More importantly, the hand on Ravengard's hand, the whisper. Context? Maybe? Question mark?
Make me an insight check.
Vibe check? Vibe check?
Make me a vibe check.
Make me a hard eye check.
And I wasn't going to do it before, but definitely doing it now. You all would see just like kind of peek over out of a pocket. You'll see Barnabas also looking around. Absolutely, I'm using my familiar to help me.
Oh, wait.
Listen, chat, we need to know if Leo's mom and Lord Alder Ravengard are stuppin'.
Yeah.
You know what? Just in case, I'm going to add a psionic die to this with my telepathic bowstring.
Honestly, this is the most important role tonight.
We need to know.
Sorry.
Baldur's
I'm sorry.
Gate and
Real
wait.
quick.
This is hot tea.
This
Real
is the
quick.
most important role by far.
I thought you just said, I'm going to add a psionic die because of my telepathic bullshit.
That too. Bolstering, but more importantly, bullshit.
Okay.
That will be, what is that? Math. 30.
Yeah.
With a 19 on the die.
Oh dear.
You have seen nobles interact at court. You were a part of court for a good chunk of your life. You know when they have small gestures of acknowledgement and messages to pass back and forth. There was definitely a little bit of a twinkle in their eye.
Oh my god, they're boning.
Listen, they're both canonically black, so I'm not mad about it. However, I'm just like.
Will's gonna be.
Will is
gonna
now
be-
your family.
Yeah, Will's gonna be your stepbrother.
Right.
Oh no.
Well, Detective Diaz.
Listen. While we're in Avernus,
Laura.
there's a whole list of things we got to do. We're killing Tiamat. We're killing Zariel. We were gonna go find Karlak anyway. Now we're gonna go find your stepbrother. It's great.
It's fine.
We're done.
Chill.
We're
Wait,
done.
is that the noise that we hear through the telepathic bond?
Just
Leo. When he just kind of like pushes a finger kind of to the corner of her eye. That was a lot. Are you all right? That was a lot.
just funny. You
Shale's
see him
not
just
even
like
hiding it.
you see him. Oh, and I don't think he's hiding this either. You see his body just float and turn towards the door, and then just float towards the door.
Okay. All
Just-
right. Okay. Ash, do you want to? The Doppler effect.
I was gonna say it's like brought to you by the broadcast system. Like, oh god.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Oh.
Yeah, Zash, who had been like halfway to walking over to Valric and stops when Leo makes noises of distress, and then is half worried, half confused, and watches as Leo starts to slowly move that way. Okay, and then is going to follow, and will just kind of walk up next to Lee, and will walk next to you, and through the telepathic bond, once you stop making the emergency broadcast signal, will say, "What happened? I don't know what happened. What happened?"
Just do we need to talk? It's getting hot in here. Is
What?
there? Are we? Do we have any other questions for him?
Which him?
That one.
Which one? You cannot point with your brain when we are looking in this direction, so you're going to have to give names.
The Raven God.
Oh, I have no more questions for him. I was going to try to talk to the Worm Slayers about killing dragons, but it's for a later dragon. It's a
Scene
later...
change. Absolutely. I will go with you.
Okay, if you want to come on. And then I will guide around.
Please, God. Please, God.
we are almost at the doors to leave, and then I'm like, okay, and she actually says that out loud, and then just kind of guides you around, and then we'll head on over to wherever Valric is.
All right. Valric is essentially speaking with some of their compatriots. As you approach, the three of them sort of nod and make their way for the door. Valric then turns. Yes. I believe he said your name was Utizash. Is that correct?
Yes. Utizash.
Wonderful to meet you. I am Valric.
Very lovely bow. I didn't come over here just to say that, but I thought it was good to start there, especially for what you are doing, but thought that you should know.
Well, wonderful to make your acquaintance. My bow is a lucky find, thankfully. It's come in great handy. We only just slain a black dragon to the north with it. It was quite powerful against those of the dragon variety.
Then that is very lucky. How long have you been doing the dragon slaying thing?
Only about 6 months, truly. Sort of fell into this vocation, sort of accidentally, found those of like minds, and pursued a goal. We've heard of more activity. We decided to involve ourselves. Plus, there's always a chance of gold and riches in a dragon's hoard. We decided to make a little bit of money on the side doing so.
It is dangerous, but it does sound like fun. Have you done much in the way of hunting white dragons?
Oh, no, those are much farther north. We are typically based in Waterdeep, but we did hear a rumor once of one in the far frosty north that we could eventually go and take care of.
I'm not sure if I am going after that specific one, but I do have one that I'm eventually going to be hunting down, and I'm looking for information on how best to go about it. And you seem as close to an expert as I've come across. Do you have any pointers, or is there like a person I can go and talk to who is specific, like a white dragon hunter, or is there like a book, or is there a book written by an expert? Or are you going to write a book or something like that?
Well, I did stumble upon one book, which is actually quite impressive. The author's nothing to be too impressed with, but turns out Volo's Guide to Dragons is quite a fancy manual. It should have several bits of information if you were hoping to learn weaknesses, strengths, ideal dens, that sort of thing.
Volo. Do I know who Volo is?
Make a history check.
Sure.
I can I help, because I'm almost positive Leo has heard of Volo.
Oh, sure.
Considering he was a student, yeah. At the very least, I'm just helping you get it.
Okay.
Because I'm there.
I got a +0, so we'll see. Let's roll again and see what I got. 17.
17. You've definitely heard that name.
Okay.
Once upon a time, even before the cult of the Absolute and whatnot had come, Volo was lauded as one of the most ridiculous researchers and authors to ever grace the page, until one of his first books came out, Volo's Guide to Monsters. And it turned out that some of the information inside was actually quite revolutionary, so he has become somewhat of a aficionado on monster hunting, monster understanding, I should say.
I just need to say real quick, Larian, we got words, because Volo is the Trojan of Mistra. Volo should have a lot more respect on his name. That's it.
Looking at you, Larian.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Lauren is gonna stay quiet. Udazash is gonna. Oh, okay. See, I think I've heard of him. I heard of his Guide to Monsters. Okay. Okay. Do you have the book, or is it something I can get in the local library or something like that?
Well, I'm sure I can loan you my copy. I'll have to find it from my things. Is there a place where I might meet with you to drop it off?
Oh, I don't know where I'm going to be moment to moment. I don't know where we're going to be in an hour. Where are you going to be later? I will find you. I think that will be easier. And then if I don't find you and I don't show up, then I have gone off to the Feywild somewhere, and then you don't have to worry about me.
Well, you'll typically find me right around the Low Lantern. It's not the most fancy of taverns, but it suits my fancy. You might find me there.
Low Lantern. Okay. Good to know. All right. And how much do you want for the loan?
Oh, for a fellow hunter, free of charge. Just remember to cite your sources when you slay your first dragon.
You mean you, right? Not the book, because
yes, I wasn't.
Right.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I'm not trying to give even more credit to Volo for his work.
Okay.
If you could just mention my name, that would be great.
Who would I mention it to? The dragon will be dead.
That's a fair point. I didn't think about that part. If anybody afterwards, how did you kill the dragon? Then, when you respond to that, just mention the Worm Slayers and their gallant involvement.
Met this cool Valric from the Worm Slayers, lent me a book from a very ridiculous guy, learned all sorts of stuff.
Perfect.
Okay. I will do my best to come and find you.
Sounds delightful.
And if we find anything about this red dragon that has 36 dragon eggs, we will let you know.
Please do. I'm not looking forward to what possible consequences that will bring about.
No, 36 dragons don't sound like a lot of fun. But one at a time. I would like one at a time. That sounds like fun.
And Leo's been quiet, letting Udazash take this conversation. But if you find, you said he has a guide. If you have any other books or any other knowledge of how to kill, I've never killed a dragon, so if you have any other things to teach about dragon stuff,
sure,
I would like to read it.
There is a variety of item that I would recommend. A dragon's fang can fashion a many great weapon, but those weapons are also just as dangerous to their own kind. They're what make dragons slaying weapons like this, and he gestures to his bow. For those who use such weaponry, I would recommend that, absolutely, but otherwise, they represent elements. Use the opposing element. That's the most general advice I can provide.
Okay.
That's really the only thing I kind of knew about dragons before we came here, for obvious reasons. And she smiles, and there's a little bit of lightning that crackles between her teeth.
And he's thinking, what's the opposite of helium?
And out loud, she can't help it. She's like, what is a helium?
It's an element, the periodic. Never mind.
I mean, periodically with a cold dragon, it's a cold.
Element, red, fire. Well, okay, this makes.
Yeah, white dragon does like cold things. Red dragon does like fire things. Black dragon does like acid things. The blue dragon does the cool, the really very awesome stuff. The lightning things. It's the best. It's awesome. It's the best.
He's just taking it all in. You can actually see him like blue color, lightning, red color, fire. I guess in his mind as he's trying to understand. I don't think he actually really studied dragons. He's taking all of this in.
When we get the book, we will sit down and we can read it together because it sounds like we are going to need all of the information we can get.
Of course. Happy to help.
Excellent. All right. We will see you at the Low Lantern Inn at some point.
Yes.
I should go let everybody else in my party know that we are going to the Low Lantern Inn at some point. And hopefully they will be okay with that because I'm going anyway.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. And she just kind of unceremoniously turns around and goes, okay, bye. And then looks at Leopold, and then in the telepathic bond will go, do you need to leave now? Should we leave now? Are you better now?
We should find the others. I think I'm okay. That's something to focus on now. And he goes back to thinking of the dragons.
Oh, and if that will help. And as we're walking away, Udazesh will just continue to like rattle off colors of dragons, as that literally until she started to study dragons was the only thing that she knew because dragonborn. So oh yes, and then it's the bronze and the brass. I always get confused between the two. But yes, there's those, and then the gold also do fire. There's a lot of like crossover, but like those are the elements. And then I heard that there's like gem colors too.
Oh my god!
You would have seen this just for brevity. You would have seen in the Mindscape him have a separate page for the metallics, but then you say they also mirror the chromatics, and he completely erases that page, and then he puts colors for
got another tab.
It's just like wait, okay, we got there.
Oh my god!
I imagine every time the telepathic bond is open, it's just a group whiteboard that you all have an access
literally,
to.
yes, just a big whiteboard.
Marcus is always like a little burned, a little like smoky.
Oh my god. Okay. Leo, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
When he's gonna go talk to Ravengard.
Let's do it.
Sorry. We need to figure out payment. I think that's my job now.
No, that's fair. Hey, I offer to be treasurer, but I think I need to stop doing money right now.
Listen, Leo's got a lot on his plate. There's a lot of familial things, a lot of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Udazesh is very happy that you're doing it because she still has the weird fae, like she doesn't understand the money for payment. And so when he was like, oh, what can we give for payment? She's just like, can you promise a color? Would you like to promise, like she's thinking weird face stuff and realizes that's not what you're supposed to do. So
yeah, no, that was Winnie's first thought was like, I mean, a favor. Nope, we need funds.
I mean, you could ask for a favor. You could probably give like a really cool favor.
You're not wrong, but we're also going to need to have our coffers regularly filled. Mostly so it's not all on Leo.
Oh, yeah, I mean, could the favor be coffers filled on a regular basis? Can we get an allowance?
A stipend?
Is that what that's called?
We could do a stepping. Why don't we also just open up different trade agreements? We have things, they got money. We can just keep each other in business. You don't gotta worry about getting money from them. We can make our own.
There's
What's
just
that face?
a mental, unknowing, but like a, yeah, work. Face upon Leo. But he
Leo, I
quickly
swear to
really
God.
just.
I swear to God, don't get the fucking book. When he's walking forward as that whole conversation is happening, and she doesn't realize that she does it, but when Leo gives the stank face, she just kind of looks at him. Bro, shut up. Your Grace?
Yes, Winifred, how may I help you? I'm sorry about the, it's been a trying time. How may I be of service?
No, sir, I do not envy the shoulders that wear your mantle.
I appreciate your words. It's quite heavy. But please, no more of the woe is me. How may I be of service?
We were hoping to discuss payment. As said, I would like to make certain that a large portion goes to repairs in the lower city.
Yes.
Permission to speak plainly, Your Grace.
Of course.
From what I understand, Baldur's Gate is a great and mighty city. And I understand, as well as I can, that there are those in the upper city who would discount those who have less. And I don't say that to slight anyone. I've just seen that's how it works. I would remember that even the lowest of us can tip the scales for good or ill.
You are, in fact, correct.
There's a slight glance over at Bannon, who is in the middle of conversing with Posco and a couple other nobles.
I dislike this position. I dislike the bureaucracy and the, I believe it is referred to as red tape, that any movement on my side requires. It is infuriating.
Vibe check. What was that? Side eye.
With a 22, the words he just finished saying, the bureaucracy, the red tape, all the extra steps, he is specifically taking a pot shot at Bannon Whitlock.
It seems surprisingly difficult for those with money to share the wealth. It's quite infuriating. It is something that has been on my plate for some time now, and it is a remedy I mean to fix, but I can't simply, with an iron grip, force coffers open. It would only cause chaos. I have to approach it in a manner that is according to their rules.
With respect, sir. Decorum means very little when your belly's empty.
Well, here's what I will do.
And for a moment, Bannon kind of glances over and kind of gives a friendly smile.
I am officially rewarding you and your troop with a substantial amount of funds. In addition, some valuable gemstones that you may perhaps find some use for. Perhaps to find those with an empty belly that might need feeding. And he presents you. This is going to be at the room in Elf Song. He has once again procured it for you while you're in the city. It is going to have 8,000 gold, 2,100 platinum, and hold on, I have to do math.
He just had it on him, just like, carrying around.
Oh yeah, let me just reach my back pocket. Oh, for the board, yeah. Here's approximately 20,000 gold. That'll get you to Burger King, right?
2,100?
2,100 platinum, 8,000 gold, and gemstones that combined together. 2 of those are going to be diamonds at 1,000
I need
gold.
those. I need those.
I figured we'd keep those separate. The others are going to equate to 9,000 gold pieces when they are sold.
Oh Jesus!
Fucker.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Oh Jesus. Okay. Listen, not to squeeze anything else, but see if they got like some items in an armory. Or
I mean, we now
know.
we just go back to Sorcerer's Sundries and go.
We just go to
you're right.
Sorcerer's Sundries and the blacksmith shop on the corner there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but we might have to buy that, and then we could buy other things.
I mean, you all go to Sorcerer's Sundries. I better not go back, but you all go.
Oh yeah. He's not my daddy.
No, actually, I go back because I'm looking for dragon slaying arrows. That's what I'm looking for.
You're my dad.
He's not my dad.
Of course, as you say, Your Grace. And she'll sort of glance over to Whitlock. If possible, I would remind those of your council who are being more tight-fisted than others that hunger can sometimes bring out the worst in people.
It is a message that I plan to deliver personally. Thank you, Winifred, for your wisdom.
She actually does like a small curtsy. It's quite a good curtsy, oddly enough, for someone of a hermit background.
As you do that, from behind, sort of coming around you here. Oh, should I be worried? Lady Guthmore says. Oh, no, not at all. This is Winifred of the Second Chances. You know that. Why am I reintroducing you?
My lady.
Thank you for all that you and yours have done for the city and for the Sword Coast.
We will do our best to ensure the safety of all under the protection of Baldur's Gate. With a glance to Whitlock.
She... Older's glance was like noticeable in like a passing look. Hers? Hers is plain as day.
Oh, she hates him?
Oh, he would burst into flames if her glare had that power.
When he tries really hard not to grin, it's not very successful.
Stay out of court if you need advice from a lady. Just find a small piece of land somewhere in the countryside. Don't ever go into court work.
I don't think that will be an issue for the likes of me, my lady.
Yes, well. Anyway, sorry. I would very much love to speak with the others in your party at some point, just to get to know the heroes who have, ventured all that way. Perhaps we can arrange a possible dinner, perhaps tomorrow night?
Yes, Mum. Winnie, well, hold on. I'm going to have to roll a deception check on that. Okay. That's okay. Or would it be performance? Do you want performance or deception?
Well, what is it that you're trying to do?
Not panic.
Deception.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Yeah, she doesn't seem to take notice at all. Just wonderful. I will arrange for my manor. It hasn't seen too many visitors lately, so I will we'll have a feast prepared and everything. I want to make sure that the heroes of Baldur's Gate are well cared for.
That is very kind of you, Mum. I will confer with the rest of the party. If for some reason we aren't able to make it to the upper city, would you be amenable to coming to the elf song?
Oh, I do love the elf song. Their wine is divine.
Of course. I will be sure to send word. It also entirely depends on how quickly we need to sort of...
Oh, yes, of course. A hero's work is never over. I completely understand. Just merely as a token of appreciation and to reaffirm that you have friends up here.
Very appreciated. Ma'am, if you'll excuse us, we should probably reconvene with the Lady Miranda.
Of course. Give Miranda my regards.
Yes, ma'am.
Shale is definitely in a conversation with the half-orc.
Oh, no. What kind of conversation?
Well, with your insight of 22...
Is she going to throw him?
She's thinking about it, but not out of an angry need.
Slut!
Have I made it far enough in the book? Oh, no, you said that those were. That was too, you said that was too. That was too Genasi. That didn't have an orc on it.
No, it didn't.
Unless there's like a side romance with an orc. Is there a side romance with an orc?
Please tell me Udazash starts writing a fan fiction of a side character that exists in this book.
I mean, now she is, but certainly there's a moment in where she sees this, and I think she, like, if there is a side character of an orc in this book, she's just like, oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh my God. Okay. So when he'll sort of infer to the others, like through the telepathic bonds, like we should get going, looks at Shale, looks at the half-orc, looks at Shale, looks at the half-orc. Shale, you can always meet us later if you'd like.
I was going to say, I think through the telepathic bond, Shale can just feel the intent emanate. And she's... 1 second. What?
Darden, I was just saying if you would prefer to meet us later.
Oh, yes.
Not too late.
Oh, yeah, sure, totally. Where are you guys? At Elf Song? Great.
Mm-hmm. She'll look up at the half-orc.
No, it's the lamps. No, it's the other end in the lower city.
Yeah, no, what is it? The tea house. No, we're going to the tea house.
We're going to the tea house to visit
So
her.
to the elf
later
song?
we're doing the,
She was
elf
not
song is where
listening.
we're staying.
No.
So we're
The elf song is
assuming
where we're
that-
staying, yeah.
We're assuming she's not coming.
She has not been listening at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm also going to assume that she is not going to make it to this meeting with Lady Miranda.
No,
Not even a little
this
bit.
up tomorrow morning. Let's be honest. So
She's going to be held up.
She,
a lot
in
of
the,
places.
in the
a lot of
telepathic bond, she goes, I mean, I can tell you what's on my agenda through here if you'd like, but I don't know if the minds can take it.
Slam!
She's just like clawing at the door, like, no, I wanted to hear what she had to say. Come on.
Like a cat.
Baby, come on.
So Winnie's gonna look at Shale and raise an eyebrow. She's gonna step up to the half-orc, like toe to toe, and look up. What was your name again?
Cause.
Cause. You can call me Winnie. I know your face now.
I know yours.
Good.
Grand.
Let's go.
As we leave, Marcus just kind of looks at me and says, "Hey, big boy, eyes up here too. You gotta know both our faces."
Is this like a group thing? I thought I was just talking to her, and now I'm confused on the vibe here.
Oh no, okay. I mean, look.
That was a threat. That's a threat.
Yeah,
Oh!
thank you, love. No, that's a threat. I mean, look, if we all want to do that, I think that's a talk we can have. I'm just saying, not that
Oh my
she'll
God.
need us to be, but if you break her heart and she don't want to, I will break your sternum. So have a good evening, y'all. See you later.
I
Yeah,
wish Leo had more knowledge of what actually happens in this scenario. It's just gonna let's just go. Go.
Well, as our party leaves the High Hall, this is where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So, to our wonderful chat, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys so much. Give us about 10 minutes to take bio breaks and whatnot. So you take bio breaks yourself. Get a snack, get a drink, take your medicine if you haven't. And we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Bye. And welcome back, everyone. So, you have finished your meeting with the nobles in the High Hall. You now have essentially the day open to you. You did say that you were going to meet with Lady Miranda at Japalin's, which is the tea house in the lower city.
Got it.
But what do you guys do?
I will say that before that, Winnie would make sure to grab, and I want to make sure this is cool with the party. Are we good with giving up like a good 3,000 gold?
For
Okay,
the lower city for
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winnie would head to the Elsong, grab 3,000 gold worth of gems to take along, to pass along to Miranda.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you guys wish to accomplish in the city, or do you head straight for the tea house?
Let me ask the party. Does it sound like, I know we just like talked about off-trend, does it sound like we're going to go straight from Lady Miranda to investigating sewer stuff? Because if so, we should probably stop by any shops before we go do adventuring.
Yeah.
So if there's going to be time between, then never mind. But like, it might be smart to get the shopping out the way.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm down to go shopping, and I think the sooner the better for every reason, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think the only other thing is meeting up with Valric. But there's no like time frame on that. And I think going to investigate the weirdness in the sewer, there is probably a little more. Ash definitely has a little bit more of a time frame of like I want to pick up the trail on that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Mirella, Morella's thing wasn't necessarily ASAP either. It's just we're gonna go meet there after at some point. So we could shop, go to her, and then pick up the trail.
It was Miranda. You had it.
It was Miranda. Okay, it's not Miranda.
Yeah.
All right.
Miranda?
Mirella is like next to you guys, like, I didn't organize anything with you.
Screaming. Yeah.
Okay. All right, where do you guys head first?
I guess Sorcerer Sundries, unless there's some other place we want to go do the shopping.
All right. You guys head into town to head towards Sorcerer Sundries, and once again, as you approach, this translucent image of Roland. Hello, and welcome to Sorcerer Sundries. I am the proprietor. You guys just walk straight through it.
Udazesh stands there listening to the whole thing, smiling.
You guys walk through, and then behind you, you hear, "Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to." And you turn and see a kid who's like walking close and then taking a step back and walking close and taking a step back.
And then Udazash is going to whisper something into this kid's ear and hand over what looks to be like a little wire, and then walk away.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I love this already.
Inspiring
Yes.
the next generation.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So, what are we looking for?
That's a
Healing
good
potions.
question.
All the healing potions.
That's an
Just in
excellent answer.
cases. Just in cases. Listen,
No.
I'm gonna be so straight with y'all. My game on Wednesday, both of our healers went down at around the same time. So I'm not leaving shit to chance.
Ugh.
No,
Okay.
having
Yeah.
us be able to heal you is always a good option.
So healing potions.
All right. So, standard healing potions with a 20% discount are 40 gold apiece. Superior is 360 apiece. Supreme is 1,080 apiece.
Good grief. Do they have greater? You said greater? Were there greater
Oh,
ones?
shit. I only did the other ones. Fuck. Greater is 120.
120. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did something go wrong? What happened?
What happened? Okay. Okay. Honestly, I think like maybe a split between greater and superior just to be safe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
also
yeah.
playing the game of it's Sorcerous Sundries. They're going to have a ton of these things. We've all played the game. The place is fucking huge. So name how many you plan on picking up, and then we can make that happen.
What do we think, team? How many for each?
For each of us? Do you want to go 3 strikes and you're out?
I was going to say, before we answer that, I think we figure out what else we absolutely want and see how much money we have left.
Very true. Very true.
Because a couple people mentioned some expensive items, so
I can tell you that the boots of haste will cost 7,550 gold pieces.
That is very true. It's a very rare item, requires attunement. How do y'all feel about that?
So I was going to say that Leo would have been looking at probably you will see them move over towards like the more practical things, not like books and things, but like weapons and stuff. Because he gets things about Udazash with her bow, and he thinks about Marcus with his fist, and even Winnie with the sword that she has. And he's just thinking about how he can help or whatever. But you'll see him settle on a staff. I will say something I was hoping to look for potentially was a staff of power. Or some type of staff that can
Big one.
boost things. Because the other issue is because I'm a scion, I don't have like specific things that only boost scion stuff like that's like I can't take like the wizard things and stuff of that nature. So I was just trying to figure out what's the best way I can like boost psionic stuff, and the staff of power is like the easiest thing because it's all encompassing.
I'm actually going to roll to see if they have one.
Fair.
You look through the shelves, and unfortunately, a staff of power is not among them. I will say, well, no, fuck that. It's Sorcerer's Sundries. Fuck that. There is one, but it is very expensive. With your discount factored in, it is 35K.
Do we even have that much?
I mean, the platinum alone was like what, 21,000 gold?
Don't worry about that. Not going to get.
Oh,
Not going to get bought. But the thought is on the mind. But that's
Roland will
too much.
see you perusing and just see like the staff like encased on the wall. He's like, I was made aware of your valiant efforts in Elturel and the safety of the city, so on top of the discount from the High Hall, I can factor in another 5%.
5% is not too close. I mean, it's good, but it's like the shopping. Oh my god! I hear that you saved the world. Here's 2%.
100% exactly what I was going for. I could give you this punch card for this shop.
No, we potions. I think we should think about potions.
All right.
And he will step away from it. He will look back for sure, but he will step away from it.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
I failed a roll. I get a luck.
Yeah, you do.
Remembering.
Mm-hmm. What else are you guys looking at?
I mean, the only other thing that I can think of in this very moment that would be helpful is the arrows of dragon slaying.
Let me
Specifically.
check.
Honestly, I'm gonna use that based on what we are talking about, Kujo, privately. Just thinking about the costs and all those things. You see him like look. And as he's like looks back at his party for a moment, he just like stares at Udasash and he stares at the bow. But he continued on. Sorry, continue.
Do I notice you staring at my bow and you and me?
You have a pretty good passive, don't you?
Oh, my passive perception is 20.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely looked at your bow.
Okay.
Just kind of just like a tilt head thing. But
Yeah,
kind of didn't like stop on it for too long, for a bit, and then kept going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm still perusing, looking for arrows of dragon slaying, and then if the telepathic bond still going.
I think so.
Yeah. In your head, you'll go, need something?
Oh no, just stuff is expensive. I understand this now. I didn't think about it before, and now I get it.
Stuff is expensive. Also, this stuff is very specialized, so there is a little bit of that. Not everything is very, very expensive, but yeah, this stuff is really, 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 really expensive. I don't think you could get this stuff like anywhere else, or at least I don't know anywhere else you could get this stuff. At least, not anywhere else I know about.
And this is fine. We'll get what we can get.
Is there something that you want?
Yes, but it's very expensive, so we won't worry about it. We need potions. We need to make sure we're good.
Well, what is it that you want?
There's a very cool staff. I've always wanted to I mean, I'm not a wizard, but I use wizards have like a staff, maybe a hat.
Oh, what's the cool staff and the cool hat? And I'll come trotting on over to go look at whatever your cool staff and hat is.
When you go to look at where the staff is, the case is empty.
Where's the cool staff? I'll just ask out loud.
You see Leo looking shocked and I didn't do anything. I promise I don't. I'm nothing. I know no psionic thing happened. He's looking very confused as well.
Did someone already buy it while you were not looking at it?
I don't know. It was just right here. He's like looking around. Maybe they took it away.
Make a perception check, both of you.
Okay. 21.
Math 19.
Both of you take a glance at the counter because Leo, you walked away mere a minute ago. You look over at the counter and nobody's there helping anybody. Nobody's walking up to purchase the staff. In fact, everybody seems to be milling about, not even paying attention.
And nobody's carrying it. There's nobody holding it.
He's very confused. The staff is. We don't see the staff.
You do not.
It was in a case, you said?
Yes.
I'm gonna go walking up real close to them within 10 feet, and I have blind sight. Do I see it now?
As you get within 10 feet, there is a cage that lowers around the case itself. And Roland kind of turns, oh, sorry, it's a foolish trap, sort of left over from the last proprietor. Ignis, and you see the gate lift back up. It reacts to heat signatures. Sorry about that.
Well, it is too late. The thing is already gone.
What do you mean? And he sort of perks
Well,
up
that's
and
why I
looks.
was coming up closer. We were going to look at the cool staff that Leo wanted, and it was not here. It's just gone.
Roland is going to look around, and there's this very uneasy expression on his face now.
Well, yeah, someone's stolen his staff.
You didn't. You
Roland?
were just looking at it, weren't you?
I was just looking. I just saw it.
Yeah, and then he was all sad about how expensive it was, and I said, "Oh, what was the cool thing you were looking at?" And he said, "Oh, it was right over here." And I came over to look at it, and it wasn't here, and so I came closer, and then your thing went.
I need that sound bite to be the text message sound for my phone.
There you go. It's yours. Have it. Have fun.
Roland is going to look a little odd at Leo for a moment. Huh. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, and he steps out of Sorcerer Sundries to start looking around at anybody who could be carrying the staff to see if it's out in the crowd or anything like that.
I'm gonna lean over to Lee and say, "Someone is very good. If they got past all of that and me and was able to steal that, that's impressive."
You can see that he's dumbfounded. He's I was just looking at it. It didn't
Right?
just disappear.
That's
I don't-
very good. Whoever that is an expert.
Leo, I'll say with your 19. Well, I'll say both of you. You glance at the case and the mechanism to just unlatch is undone. The case is open maybe a millimeter. And with the knowledge that this is a heat activated trap to preserve the staff, Leo, there's a possibility that somebody maybe with a little bit of psionics might have been able to maneuver around some of these things. But with the staff missing, Roland returns just, I don't understand. He's designed that. You didn't set it off earlier, so it wouldn't have been you. Oh, that was so expensive.
Am I okay? Because I think my brain is also breaking. Does it seem like, with that understanding, can I detect magic to see if there's another trace of psionics here somewhere?
Sure.
Can I help to see if there's a trace of just a really good thief anywhere? Can I do like the non-magical check? As I think that, like, I really do think Udazash just thinks like the world's best thief just came in and somehow got past everybody.
Sure.
I don't know what kind of check you'd like.
Winnie and Marcus, what are you two doing?
Winnie is looking at health potions. And unless anyone has objections, I'm thinking one greater, one superior for everybody.
Sounds good to me.
Other than that, DM, I'm torn. It's either going to be potentially a ring of protection or an amulet of health, because sweet Jesus, my constitution is ass. Ooh. So I actually no, amulet of health. Amulet of health.
That'll help with a lot
concentration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Amulet of health price.
I will bat my eyes at Roland to get a better discount if I have to.
Oh, mon chéri, I thought I was a devil.
What?
You're playing this man like a fiddle? And you think I'm the bad guy here? Oh,
I never said you were the bad guy. I just happen to know that he may have a bit of a liking. And
well, just before you go off and do that, I just want you to remember that I'm the real bad guy, mon chéri.
God.
Ew.
He kind of like takes his face and like smushes it back.
And he definitely like makes a chuckle and shoots little finger guns as he leaves you do your thing.
I need a side-by-side clip. Marcus saying something super sweet, and we got and then ew.
Ew.
And then him saying something stupid and flirty, it's like gross.
Gross. All right. Okay, so the two potions for everybody.
Okay.
Amulet of health.
Amulet
health of health. And ink. Not parchment ink, but tattoo ink.
What's 360 times 4?
360 times 4 is 620. No, 720. 1440.
Yeah.
1440. Thank you. And you said tattooing?
Yeah. Specifically, what would be needed for a barrier tattoo?
I'm going to say that is going to cost 50 gold. So I've got your total right now at 6,870 with the amulet of health factored in. That was 4,100 after the absurd discount that Roland is giving you.
Okay. How do we? Oh, go ahead, Lauren.
Remind me, what were the health potions?
One greater, one superior.
Okay.
As for the arrows of dragon slaying, those are very expensive per. They're 600 gold per.
Okay. Well, we'll get to the end of everything and see if we've got some left over. It's not a necessity.
What's our total right now?
6,870.
Okay. How are we looking for what's left over for potential boots of haste or other items?
Boots of haste would be that 7,550.
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted to add that in, that brings you up to 14,420 gold.
We have 2,240 platinum right now.
Which is...
And each platinum is 10 times more than gold?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20 something.
That's 20,000. Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
so 13 is enough.
Real quick, go back to Leo and Udazesh. Your rolls. Udazesh, what did you get for your perception/investigation/ whatever you rolled?
I didn't roll, but I will now. It's a perception of a 27.
Okay. With a 27, there is 0 physical clues. 0 physical presence that is left behind from somebody stealing this staff.
Okay.
Which then will lend itself to Leo. Leo, what did you get on your investigation?
I don't know. I was also doing that. Sorry. I should have done that.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. No worries. Get out the book.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
criminy. Is that a 20?
Nope.
Oh.
Ooh.
Save for a ghost. A ghost came in and stole the staff.
Just imagine Leopold going like, it's like Dust Bunnies, Jimmy Hoffa's body, JFK, Elvis.
Not Jimmy Hoffa.
But no staff of power.
Leo, you go to turn on the detect magic to sort of detect psionic energy, and you get a wicked migraine. There, by merely focusing in on psionics, you're essentially, there's a part of you that opens your mind up to what's around you, and unintentionally you get about a dozen or so different people's thoughts and feelings and what it is that they're planning, blah, 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 like all entering your mind at once.
Yeah, instant migraine. Just kind of like turned his eyes away from it. I really don't know where it could be, and I don't want him to think that I did something. Let's just.
There's no way you could have done something.
I don't know. But let's just get what we need to get and go.
Where's the cool hats that you wanted?
I don't think he's focused on it. I think he just walks back over to where Winnie and Marcus are.
Okay. If I've done my math correctly,
Okay.
and there's a good chance I didn't, because I'm not a math queen. I love people who are willing to make currency converters for D&D, because my least favorite part of this fucking game is capitalism. So we should have 32,376 gold.
Nice.
Pretty sure. Does that sound? I think that sounds right. I think that's right.
It's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah. So the total that with everything we wanted was 14 something.
14,420.
14.
So you definitely have more than enough wiggle room if there's more stuff you wanted to look into.
That would leave us with 17,956 gold.
I think that's good.
Did anyone have any silver medals or for the Lulz wish list they want to look at while we're here?
There's stuff that I want, but it's stuff that feels more like we would find it in a dungeon. So I'm going to talk to our DM about that.
Okay.
CB, Lauren, Peach, are you guys okay with dropping the money?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything else besides the dragon slaying arrows that would be useful at this point. There's probably stuff out there, but nothing that comes to mind, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
Udazash doesn't want to spend the time browsing, especially since Leo is looking like migraine is happening.
There's like some other crazy stuff for fighters to pick up, but like I got the Boots of Haste, y'all, and that's not only a huge want, but I don't want to be like greedy or whatever. That's mountaintop, so I'm happy with that.
Okay. Then we will take that. and we'll split goods as necessary.
I hate this mouse. Sounds good. So yeah, you guys all have a greater and a supreme healing potion. Winnie has the amulet of health. Marcus has the boots of haste, so I just need to prepare myself for that. It's gonna be great. No problems whatsoever. Yeah.
And how many arrows of dragon slaying do they have?
How many are you looking for? Is there 600 each?
Yeah. Let's do 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah. Let's just do 2.
Alright.
These are Udazash's versions of disintegrate. They are not to be used willy-nilly. They are the pull them out at the moment and where we need that last second dragon thing. So
I got you.
yeah.
All right. I will say the boots of haste. You know what, PJ? Describe what the boots of haste look like.
I'm not gonna go with my first instinct. It's so
Motorcycle
nerdy.
boots?
No. My first instinct was gold Teflon pliable boots with lightning bolt wings. I was thinking the Flash. I was thinking Flash's boot.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
But going beyond that, having an actual what I think it looks like. I think the boots of haste would actually try to look as mundane as possible, because I imagine people wearing it don't want people to know immediately they're gonna go blaring off. So I imagine probably just under the knee high, black and brown, kind of this burnt textured leather with some buckles, and like on the bottom of the shoe there's just this like little lightning bolt of like silver, like a quick silver, if you will, to show where the magic is, and it's hidden on the sole of the boot. So maybe a little bit like a biker style metalhead kind of boot. Fit the aesthetic.
And Laura, what does your amulet of health look like?
It is very simple. Just a small round medallion. And it's inset with a little gem that looks like a heart. It's made out of carnelian.
I like it.
Also, could some of this be handled in trade?
Depends.
Because I have another amulet that I think Winnie might need to give up.
Oh. Would this be your amulet of proof against, or of protection against detection? Whatever spell? We just fill in the blank.
Fill in.
Can Lauren throw something in here real quick?
Yo.
Do we maybe want to give that to Shale?
Ooh, good point.
It's a very good idea, Lauren.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do that.
Alrighty.
I'll tuck that away for Shale because Shale's busy.
She's a little busy right now. She wanted to be found by a specific half-orc. But yeah, when we find her again, I think maybe. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Anything else you guys wish to take care of inside Sorcerer Sundries?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
What the fuck happened?
Udi, your current bow is awesome.
Yes.
You want to like make it +1 more?
I don't know how.
Well, I don't know much about that either, but I'm sure some little bookworm in here is gonna know that more than us.
I'll take it off my back and more gently than you think necessary, almost reverently, put it down on the table in front of Roland and go, is that a thing you can do?
Yeah, works for me.
I mean, does it? I didn't know that you shot longbows.
Cujo disassociated for just a hot second. What's happening? So sorry. My
You
brain
said works.
completely turned off.
Roland said works for me, and Udazash now believes that Roland can shoot longbows.
Oh yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm absolutely one of the best of my schooling. Mhm,
Oh, that's very cool. Okay.
mhm.
So, what do we need to do to make it? I mean, I like what it does now, so I don't want to like override what it does now. But
Oh yes.
what do we do to make it do more?
Well, depends on what you mean by more.
Well, hurt more.
Well, I can modify some of the inherent arcane magical effects of this bow, merely to intensify them a little bit. It is a little bit pricey. It would be 10,000, but I can improve the quality and therefore the lethality of the bow itself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to save up for that.
All right.
But it's good to know that that is an
Yes.
option because I really like this bow.
Well, I would be happy to make it more yours.
Thank you. And she'll take
Yes.
it and stash it
Mhm.
and look over at Marcus and go, that's a good idea, but later when I've got a little more money.
That's all right. Hey, gives us something to aspire to us. He says as he looks over at the wall, and you see like a series of like championship wrestling belts, and they are they are cold, fire, cloud. They are I imagine the belts of
Yup.
giant strength are just wrestling belts. And he's looking,
Yup.
he's going, I never knew I wanted something so bad, me. Until
I'm
I
picturing
saw
the
my
song
tail.
from Wayne's World playing while you're like looking longingly at that wall.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
As you leave Sorcerer's Sundries, Leo, you spot someone. Across the way, in the alley between two buildings, is a familiar half-elf. The one that you had just met in the High Hall. He sort of does a little wave and produces a staff and leans it against the wall. Puts his hands in his pockets and slowly starts to turn and walk away.
Can I be honest? I don't know if he'll take it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Entirely fair.
Yeah, I don't know if he takes it.
Okay. That makes total sense. Velric disappears into that alleyway. You guys have your meeting with Lady Mirinda. Is there anything you guys wish to do before making your way over?
I mean, all I'm saying is it's entirely possible that Roland would be incredibly grateful to whoever returned the staff.
That was gonna kind of be my question: is does Leo tell any of us or indicate to us that it's there, Or does Leo go back inside?
I don't know if we can hide that.
I will add a little extra thing on here just so it's not the most shadiest fucking bullshit ever. As they walk away, Leo, you hear in your mind, consider it a gift to a fellow survivor.
I think he'll move over and grab it, and will move back to make sure Roland knows that it was found. I don't think he will want to keep it.
As you approach with it, Roland's, oh, you found it. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, thank you. That is quite expensive. Where did you find it?
It, I think maybe the security was faulty and it was outside.
You know, it's entirely possible. I don't understand how the wizard before me was keeping track of everything. Is there anything that you want from the store? Please, I want to thank you for returning this item to me. Whatever you would like. I want to be accommodating.
I don't know. I think he just needs to step away from that. Yeah. No, nothing. I will come back.
Okay.
Later. I think our party has what we have.
Understood. Well, thank you once again. I really do appreciate all of your help. All right. Well, as our party prepares for their meeting, is there anything else that you wish to do before we come to a close with this session?
I think with the new purchases, specifically the ink, I think Winnie pulls out this bottle, and it's this lovely pale gold that sort of swirls and almost has its own light to it. She walks up to Marcus. You mentioned being able to do a tattoo.
Of course. Won't worry anything in the time for you.
I think I've been lucky at this point to not get blasted out of the fucking sky. And I don't really want to ride on that luck. So if there's anything that you think you could do to make me a little harder to hit.
Well, Winnie, are you asking me to put ink upon you?
Yes, Marcus, I am asking if you'll do a tattoo for me.
I'm just so excited. This is my chance to do some real work of art. So, you know what? I'll just say I have something perfect in mind for you, Sheriff.
Okay.
And does a little, like, cute little thing on the chin there. And he says, not like a chalk, but like a little nip, a little lip like that. And he says, if you give me about an hour, we can probably knock that out. I don't know how much time we're going to need anywhere else, but give me an hour, get you all set.
Sure. Let's figure out what we need to get from Lady Miranda, and we'll see where the rest of the day takes us.
Yeah, maybe after that we can stop at my place. I'll do it. Oh my goodness. That place is probably
Josh,
dirtier than the boot.
Oh. All right. You know what? Let's get through this, and then we'll figure it out, huh?
One step at a time, you lead, I follow, Sheriff.
All right. Well, as our adventurers continue through the city of Baldur's Gate, now with more preparation on the way for the Dragon Queen's return, we're going to end our session here. So, Thank you all so much for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. I love this game so much. I love these players so much. Before we sign off for the evening, let's go ahead and give the spotlight to our wonderful cast. Let them know who you are, where we can find you, how we can support you.
Whew. I'm Lauren Urban. She, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com, which is my website and my Blue Sky. The stuff I'm doing on Sundays, I've got my normal stuff and where you can watch me playing Baldur's Gate 3 on the Dungeon Scroller channel. You can see me playing on the Players and Book channel in the afternoon, where I'm playing a Tabaxi cleric who's just kind of like Winifred, trying to keep her friends alive. And the new thing that just got announced on Mondays at 6 p.m. starting next week is Wish Fulfillment, which is a 6-episode show that I'm DMing with a whole bunch of friends, and where literally I turned to my friends and said, hey, what are some things that you've never been able to do in D&D that you've always wanted to do? And then I made their wishes come true. So that's a 6-episode run happening on the That's How We Roll YouTube channel. It was all pre-recorded. It's all done. So come and see that starting at 6 p.m. Pacific on Monday. And I think that's everything. Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, thank you. I love the show. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm Omega, also known as Cryptbot across all social media channels. I've been Leopold Guthmore, our Elithid Scion. Things. As far as any announcements, I'll say tomorrow over on twitch.tv/surfaffers. It is the season premiere of Bayonet, and I am joining that crew as a main cast member. So you can check that out at 7 p.m. Central, I think. Yes, which is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, whatever it is across the seas. Just check out socials for anything else that I am doing that's specific, because I can't think of a lot right now. Yeah, that's me.
Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu, and you can find all of the things that I am doing on my website, which is lauratutu.com. If you want to see me shitpost and be a general menace to society, you can follow my socials. They are usually _Laura Tutu. Obviously, I'm here on Fridays for Shadows over Baldur's Gate. On Wednesdays, you can find me over at Rebels Without a Castle for the Stone Lord's Folly, our homebrew D&D campaign run by the incomparable Zach Savage Lore. I will be hanging out over at Critical Misses for Morning Ritual this Sunday at 10 Central. 10 Central. Join me for some coffee and talking about tabletop shit. In the coming months, you'll be able to find a lot of me over at Folk and Myth for various vampire games. And speaking of vampires, if you're going to be in the Chicagoland area on October 24th and 25th, you might see little old me at a little something called Théâtre de Vampire. Vampires pretending to be humans, pretending to be vampires. It's quite avant-garde. And you can find the ticket link on my bios.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, and you can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw, MEGAW. If you see the bearded face, you're in the right place. When I'm not here on Fridays for Shadow over Baldur's Gate, which I love this game so much, you can find me coming up on a lot of things in the future, including possibly producing some stuff for this. We'll see. Also producing some stuff over there. We'll see. Go to my socials for more details on that. Also, coming, I think, soon in the next couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. Don't really have specifics yet. Please tune in and help support. We're going to be doing a fundraiser to make sure I can go to PAX U. So any love or support for that would be great. More details when we can. I have a lot of exciting writing projects coming up, which I can tell you again later on my socials. But I got that NDA in the way. What else? You can always go to Most Extreme Ranking Challenge on YouTube. Watch me get punished by electricity or sour foods. It's a lot of fun. You can also just check me out. If you're going to be in Pasadena in November, Anime Pasadena is ramping up for that as well. I think that's it. I'm just going to be rambling if I don't stop now. So thank you all so much. And Cujo, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Cujo. I have been your chronicler for this evening. You can find me all over the place as either Cujo Plays Games for personal stuff, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for official announcements, show updates, highlights, that sort of thing. Thursdays, you can catch us for Shadows of Baldurs. Wow. Tales of the Valiant. Jesus. For Tales of the Valiant, sponsored by
We're
Kobold
taking
Press.
Thursdays, everybody. Hate to tell
Oh.
you, we're going to be on twice
Listen.
a week now.
The shade that these two parties keep giving each other is like so delicious. I love it so much. But if you are a fan of 5e and 5e adjacent systems, tune in for that. It's a shit ton of fun. On Tuesday, we have our finale for season 1 of our Daggerheart game. Oh man, that game! It's all of these games are so fucking good. So tune in for that. There may or may not be a new show announcement on Tuesday because it's not quite here, but Halloween's going to be coming around the corner faster than you think. So probably good to get the word out now. But if you want to find me other places, go listen to Road to Hell, a Hunter the Reckoning podcast with myself and Laura. And you can check out the Kobold Press GM's panel. It's on YouTube right now. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get a raid set up for Smoking Glue Guns. We are going to pass along the good vibes. Smoking Glue Guns. All right. Well, as that raid gets set up, to those who watched and have hung out, thank you so much for watching. You are loved. You're appreciated. We will see you guys next time. Please be nice to each other. Bye, everybody.